MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Sky Sox and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Stay tuned for Diamondbacks baseball next. Alex Young, a southpaw from Illinois, gets the starting call in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For the Sky Sox, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away.
First pitch, 12:40.
Comes set and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Grounded back up the middle, and this goes right through him. And how about that to start a game?
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. So far this year against southpaws, Dickerson brings a batting average just a little over the .250 mark. The next 0-2. Liner towards second. And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Anthony Rendon.
In now is Anthony Rendon. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. First offering on its way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Betts on second. Dickerson on at first with nobody out. 2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon. Now the 2-0. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. Marte is there, and he has it for the first out. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
And here's the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. And they're runners at the corners now. Changeup laid off down around the shins.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit too.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Too high, and it's 3-0. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
The 3-1. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
So digging in now, Mike Yastrzemski, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. He's set. Here it comes. And this is low, ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Bases are loaded with only one out. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Ground ball right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. He's in at second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Well, we all know that errors happen, but not all errors are equal. That one was especially costly as 2 runners crossed the plate. Those are game changers, no doubt about it.
Standing in now, Luke Voigt, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Now the 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Second and third here, one man out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4. So that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with one away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
I know it's the first inning, but he better find his release point on that breaking stuff, or he's in for a long day.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
In now, Bo Bichette. Ball 1. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Hit high and deep out to left. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His first home run of the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game, but things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam, and they might not be done yet.
Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here, as he just didn't have it today, as he leaves without being able to finish an inning. Corbin Martin comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. At the plate now, Mike Foltynewicz. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And strike 3 there, as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So they strike for 6 in the inning, as there's the big blow, the grand slam home run. Bottom of the first coming up. The Sky Sox are out in front, 6-0. Mike Foltynewicz will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line shot to first, and there's one away. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
At the plate, Tim LaCastro. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right, and that's in there. Base hit.
He's been cold. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
Now in the box, Ketel Marte, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runner's on the move for second. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, number 6. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. From the stretch, lifted out towards straightaway center field. Yastrzemski is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
So here's Eduardo Escobar. First offering on its way. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Hopped up. Bichette waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch on its way.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. The pitch. Curveball just about brung him up, but it's to 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
To the plate now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6. But not 3, apparently, as he'll hold on to it at second base.
Now batting, the third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Runners on first with 1 down. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Oh, but the feed is offline. Couldn't hit the shortstop covering the bag. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quickly.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second and start the double play, and I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip, but the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys, because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Mike Yastrzemski is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Peralta is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. At the plate, Christian Walker. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
Ball one as he lays off below the zone.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
And that one misses upstairs. 2-0. Walker playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 4th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
Batting 7, the catcher, Vogt.
Into the box, Stephen Vogt. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. First pitch on its way.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-1 home. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. 1 out, nobody on. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And there are 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Into the box now, Domingo Leyva trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In on the hands of it with the fastball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. In there, a base hit. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Pops this one up. Here comes Dickerson, but he won't get there. It falls in. The relay to second now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had 1 in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that 1 hit.
Here's Starling Marte. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball inside.
The 1-0 delivery. 2 out here and a runner at second. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Martin rounds third and is digging for the plate. And this throw gets away from him. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
The second baseman, Ken Castro.
So now to the plate, Tim LeCastro, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here comes the 0-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Marte is on his way home. He will score as they close the gap to 3 now. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Throw over to first and the runner back. Into the box, Ketel Marte, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat.
Ball.
1-1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
3-1 now.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Betts has a read on it. And that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We played 2 full. Colorado Springs leads this one 6-3. Digging in for his second at-bat, Luke Voigt. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat. Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. A ball and a strike.
And then a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. His fastball taken high for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Standing in now, Delino DeShields, and he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip at strike 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2.
Now that's the kickoff. Bichette.
Stepping up now, Bo Bichette. He went deep for a grand slam in his first at-bat.
Little bit of breathing room here as they lead by 3, but the big part of that, go back to this guy's last at-bat when he hit that big grand slam.
Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired.
Welcome back. The Diamondbacks are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. Entering the day, they're among the best teams in the league in avoiding the strikeout. I asked one coach about that earlier, and he said it's not something they harp on too much with the players, but they do have a lineup full of guys who want to compete on every pitch and who have great bat-to-ball skills. He added, not every team is so lucky to have that kind of makeup. Guys?
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks.
Digging in, David Peralta. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. Sliced hard on the ground. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Stepping into the box, Eduardo Escobar. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
1-0 the count. Now here's the pitch.
2 balls, no strikes.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Deaver, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is. Have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
In now, Christian Walker, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Escobar blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate as they now trail by only 2. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the Plate now, Stephen Vogt, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Oh, that's good.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Runner at second here with one man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Domingo Leyba. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. From the belt, the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. After it is Dickerson. And they can't run it down. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Three balls and a strike to count to the Diamondbacks shortstop.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Corbin Martin, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dickerson's there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. That makes it 6-5 now.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
A pause, and the 0-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Sky Sox are out in front here, 6-5. Striding in, Mike Foltynewicz comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The pitcher, Mike Foltynewicz.
First pitch of the at bat on its way. And he popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, you never want to give up a hit to an opposing pitcher, but when you give one up to an AL pitcher, it's downright annoying. Can't let it get to you, though.
Here's Mookie Betts. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First offering on its way. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Fouled off. Popped up. Walker in foul ground, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Stepping into the box, Corey Dickerson. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
To the plate now, Anthony Rendon, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0. Belted high in the air out to left. Peralta going back to the track, to the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 4th home run for him on the season as they open up a 4-run lead.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Into the box now, Yasmani Grandal. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Grandal carries a batting line right at .240.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he swings right through it there. 2-1. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And another foul ball. Another 2-2.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning is going to turn around.
He loses him on ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Ready for another chance? Mike Yastrzemski. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Now the 1-0. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
The 2-1. Hit hard towards the hole. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The first baseman.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
'50th pitch of the game on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. 3 runs already home here. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. And this one's in the dirt. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting, the second baseman, Delino.
Digging in, Delino DeShields. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Two down, runners at first and second. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. The Sky Sox on top 9-5. Leading off the inning, Tim LeCastro, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
2-0 pitch on the way. Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1.
1 strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So now to the plate, Ketel Marte, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Nope.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Hit sharply on the ground. Bichette gathers it in, and that's the 2nd out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, no left fielder, David Peralta.
Digging in now, David Peralta. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They could use a good cup of ambition. It's 9-5. Merrill Kelly, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 29, Merrill Kelly.
Stepping up to the plate, Bo Bichette. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
So, Bichette.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Nope. Outside.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Digging in to try it again, Mike Foltynewicz. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
From the stretch, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Kelly is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The batter, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
So striding forward now, Mookie Betts. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch on its way. Went after the high one there. A swing and a miss. The 0-1. Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Runners on first with 1 down. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
The 1-1 home. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Marte going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony.
So it's first and third with 2 away, and that'll bring up Anthony Rendon.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Now the 1-0. Swung on by Rendon, and this is sent to deep left. Peralta going back. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Mike Leake gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
The
Standing in now, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Couple of walks for him thus far. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Past battles with Mike Leake, he's got 3 base hits in 25 tries. 1-1, here it comes. 2 out, nobody on. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Right side and right into the shift. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
At the plate now, Mike Yastrzemski, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Swing and a line drive. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Colorado Springs is on top 12-5. Digging in the switch hitter, Eduardo Escobar. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here's a pop-up now. There to tuck it in is Rendon for the first out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Digging in once again, Christian Walker. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. 5 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors thus far for Arizona. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Here's the 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
In now, Stephen Vogt. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. Five runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors thus far for Arizona. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 2-2.
You got a full count. 3-2.
Domingo Leyba would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Out of play off to the right.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. That's not going to help when the score reads 12-5. Into the box now, Luke Voigt. He'll start out the proceedings against Mike Leake as we get the inning underway. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
To the plate now, Bo Bichette. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball. Come on, that was a strike.
In the air out toward right field. Marte is under it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The pitcher, number 26, Mike Fultonevich.
Stepping in, Mike Fultonevich, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Stepping in now, Mookie Betts, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-0 count. The pitch hit hard to the right. Foul. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will kick off the base of the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Behind 0-2 now. Second and third, 2 away. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and not in time as the run scores. Throw won't get him as he arrives at second without a play, as they also score a pair of runs on the play. Stephon Crichton gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box, Anthony Rendon, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. One 0 to Rendon. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Down the third baseline. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Colorado Springs leads it 15-5. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Standing in, Domingo Leyba. Last time through was a base hit. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On he pops it up. Rendon onto the grass. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Cole Calhoun will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 56, Cole Calhoun.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Starling Marte. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. And the runner scores from second as they chip into the deficit here.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Danny Duffy comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. At the plate now, Tim LeCastro, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. Duffy, a 6'3" left-hander. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
And no one can get there as it falls. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Roll. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Set and the pitch.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases loaded here, nobody out.
That's
2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1. softly hit to second. Fielded cleanly, and indeed he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Now batting, the left fielder, David Peralta.
At the plate, David Peralta. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball inside. Come on, David, do it. 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-0 taken, strike one, outside corner. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. 7th inning coming up. Colorado Springs is out in front here, 15-7. Jared Hughes comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So stepping in, Yasmani Grandal, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1. Hughes was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. The 1-0 home.
Ball, that's out.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 9, Mike Yastrzemski.
Ready now, Mike Yastrzemski. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. From the stretch, here's the pitch. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
Now at the plate, Luke Voigt. He went deep last time up. First pitch on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Two pitch is fouled away. Here it comes. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
So now to the plate, Delino DeShields, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The 1-0 home. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first home run of the season as they just continue to pour it on here. At the plate, Bo Bichette, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And the pitch. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Well, you can't fault the center fielder's efforts there. He tried to track it down, but I don't think he had much of a chance to get there. His teammates will eventually help him out, but by that time, he's safely at third.
Stepping in now, Danny Duffy, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. Vogt gathers, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Sky Sox lead it 17-7. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Christian Walker. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
The 0-1. High and deep to right center. Betts giving chase. Around first, he's digging for second. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. In now, Stephen Vogt. And he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up, and there's one down now.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the shortstop, Domingo Leyba.
So striding in, Domingo Leyba. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First offering on its way.
1-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
One out and a runner on third. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Softly hit out to short. And the tag gets him, but they do play to run on the play.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Josh Rojas will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Diamondbacks, number 10, Josh Rojas.
Nope.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Come on, be back.
Ready with the 1-0. He pulls this one into right. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up. Colorado Springs is on top here, 17-8. Hector Rondon enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Hector.
Coming to the plate now, Mookie Betts, and he's trying to make this a 5-hit ball game for himself right here.
Mookie Betts.
Here comes the first pitch.
Aye. 0-1's the count.
skied into straightaway right. Marte is there, one away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Now to the plate, Corey Dickerson, working on a good line in this ball game, 3 for 5 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a ball.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Here comes the 1-0. And he'll try to hold up on the pitch inside, but to no avail, and that's the first strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And the throw gets him at first on as fine a play in the hole as you're ever likely to see. 2 away now.
Anthony Rendon.
Anthony Rendon will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. And now a pitch on the way. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. And that misses. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And a full count now. 3-2.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
High in the air out to center field. Marte is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Bottom of the inning now. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Starling Marte. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Into the box, Tim LeCastro. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dickerson's there. 1 away.
The center fielder, number 4, Ketel Marte.
Riding in once again, Ketel Marte. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set. Here it comes. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Fouled away. 1-1. Misses, ball 2. One out and a runner on second base. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
To the plate now, David Peralta, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Duffy sets. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball 2.
And 2-2.
2-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Popped up. Grandal shading to his right, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They trail in this wild affair. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
The center fielder, number 9, Mike Yastrzemski.
So now to the plate, Mike Yastrzemski, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Luke Voigt. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. From the stretch. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Ready to take his hacks again, Delino DeShields, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And I'm sure as he strides to the plate right here, he's certainly got to have a little bit more confidence. But that's not his game. He's got to get back to what makes him successful, put bat to baseball, and try and drive something right back up the middle.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside. First and second now, 1 man out. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Coming to the plate now, Bo Bichette. And he's got ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit, and the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Wow, this has been a memorable game, but for all the wrong reasons. They've given up a staggering 18 runs here, and they can't go home yet. Can you say painful?
At the plate, Danny Duffy, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. And that's in there. Base hit. In to score the runner from third. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only 1 away.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Joe Smith comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Go.
At the plate now, Mookie Betts, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. In his career, Betts is a 300 hitter on the dot. Can't complain about that.
Matty, this is one of the best offensive forces in the sport. Not only an amazing batting average, but does it in a variety of different ways with damage. Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
2-1 now to Mookie. Still only one out in the inning. To 2-2 now.
I got to count 2-2.
Now a chopper to first, might only get one. He's got it to second for one. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning two on the high chopper. They only get one, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Now batting, Corey Dickerson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. That evens it up 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. And a good strike two pitch there as he has to fight to push it foul to the left, so they'll try it again. The 1-2 sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Anthony Rendon would be next. Loud contact for Dickerson and a ball headed to deep right field. And that one is gone on a two-strike count with two away in the inning. So it's a three-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year as the blowout continues.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
The third baseman, number 6.
Standing in now, Anthony Rendon. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and a strike. And a bouncing ball, foul. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. But they manage to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Sky Sox lead this one 23-8. Ready once again, Eduardo Escobar. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Ready for another shot now, Christian Walker. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Fly ball right down the line in left. And they can't run it down. The 1-1. Line towards center field. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Stepping in now, Stephen Vogt, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Ooh, wee, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
The 0-2 home. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box, Domingo Leyba standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. And this is swung on and missed, so with that they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Arizona down to its last strike. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Two out with the man at first. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
23-8 in this contest today. Colorado Springs launched 6 home runs as a team in the ballgame. Mike Foltynewicz earns win number 4 on the season. Alex Young couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball.